Hey guys, so lately, like this year, I have been feeling left out here on BookTube. Everyone else is joining in on the BookTube spin, and I always hear about it too late, and I have yet to join it. So from my understanding, the BookTube spin was created by a guy whose name I'm blanking on. I'll insert it. And what you do is you pick 20 books and you list them, and then he, every quarter, picks a number, and that's the book that you read. So he said that you could either pick just like 20 random books, you could like separate them into sections, and I think that his video actually went live today sharing what number it was. I haven't watched it. I'm going to share my 20 books and then hopefully pull up the answer and let you know which book it is that I'm actually reading. I like the idea of the BookTube spin. I like hearing people's lists, but I wish I would know which one it was that they were actually reading when it came to it. So I think I like the way I'm filming it. We'll see if this actually works. Okay, so I did 4 different sections, 5 books in 4 different sections, and we'll talk about them. These are all my options, and I tried to go for books that I kind of keep putting off. So my first section is classics, and they're all long classics. I have 3 months to read this, so I thought about that. Took that into account. The first one I have started twice and never finished yet. This is Uncle Tom's Cabin. This is a story about a man in slavery gets sold to a different plantation, and the story ensues. I have got quite far twice and just haven't read it, so this would be a good pick for this one. Then I've got Tess of the Dupervilles by Thomas Hardy. I have heard good things about this book. I don't know anything about it. Seriously, nothing at all. So this one's on here. I think I went for books that are like, yeah, this one's a little less than 500 pages. Some of these are a little bit more. Why did I do this to myself? I actually have 2 Dickens on here. I have David Copperfield. I like Dickens' work, but I feel like you can tell, usually, A Tale of Two Cities, maybe, and Great Expectations, so I didn't like either of those. Well, I like his short ones, so I'm not sure what this says about this, but you can tell that he has been paid per word in certain books. I don't know anything about David Copperfield, but that one's going on this list. And then I really like this edition. This is the Pickwick Papers, but it's like so vintage. The orange spine. Also don't know anything about this, but I feel like the Pickwick Papers are referenced a lot, like in Little Women and stuff. So we're putting that one on the list. And then this one is probably the biggest one of them all. Oh, it's actually just over 700 pages. But Gone with the Wind. I've owned this book for a long time and haven't read it yet. Actually, never watched the movie, don't know anything about it. So that's my first set of 5. Then my next set is, what are these? Books by my favorite authors. So these are authors that I have read and liked at least 2 of their books. There's a little bit of an exception to that. Books or short stories, we'll say. So I've got Emily Climbs by L.M. Montgomery. This is book 2 in the Emily series. So Emily is just kind of like a darker Anne. She's an orphan, and I don't know, she's just not as happy and cheerful. So I've got that one. I have Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I really want to read this one. I really liked Warbreaker. I don't really know much about this one at all, so I'm just some kind of fantasy. I think this takes place in his Cosmere. I don't know. Then I've got When Death Draws Near by Carrie Stewart Parks. This is the 3rd book in the Gwen Marcy mystery series, suspense. She's a forensic artist. Then this is kind of like my exception to the rule. I have Shirley Jackson, Let Me Tell You. So I actually just read short stories by Shirley Jackson at this point. That's all I've finished. But this is New Stories, Essays, and Other Writings. These were published by her children, I believe, sometime after she died. I don't really know. But there's that. And then I've got an Agatha Christie on here. This is Ordeal by Innocence. I just picked this one off my cart. This one is one of Agatha Christie's personal favorites. So that is my stack of books that I have enjoyed those authors. The next stack is books by authors that I have not read yet. So pull this one off my cart too. This is the Monogram Murders by Sophie Hannah. She takes Agatha Christie's Poirot character and has created a new series. I've heard good things. Still haven't read that. I have got The Testament by John Grisham. This one Oshina has talked about and really liked, so I don't really know anything about it. I feel like this one is maybe like there's a man rewriting his will. His death is just hours away, and he changes his will. I don't really remember. Oh, he names a sole surprise heir to his $11 billion fortune. This has like the Inheritance Games vibes, but probably not written like that. Then we've got A Time to Stand by Robert Whitlow. I think, yeah, this one is like an attorney book. Oh, is this? Hopefully this isn't part of a series. I'm assuming it's like mystery. I don't normally like courtroom books, attorneys, judges, that kind of thing, but I thought I'd give it a try. Then I have The Silent Patient. This one I got in a blind date with a book a while ago, and I've heard good things, but I don't know, I just haven't been interested. Nothing's made me pick it up. So that's on here, and this one was on, I don't know, I bought this one a long time ago. Never Come Back. No Secret is Ever Gone for Good. This is suspense. It says, Leslie Hampton always cared for her troubled son, Ronnie's special needs, and assumed that her daughter Elizabeth would take him in when the time came. Yeah, I don't really know. Don't know anything there. And then my last stack is books in a series continuers, really. Oathbringer. Like, honestly, if it's not picked on here, I should probably pick it for my November TBR, but I just need something to push me to pick this up. Then I have Sophie, which is book 2 in this YA feels like steampunk series. Goes after Incarceron. Another one that's just like been sitting on my cart that I haven't picked up. This one was on my cart for a long time. A Red Herring Without Mustard. I think this is book 3 or 4 in the Flavia Deluche series, which I thought I liked the series more than obviously I do because I never pick up the books. This one I'm dreading because I did not like book 1, but I'm determined to finish the series. That is Royal Assassin. This is book 2 after whatever book 1 was, Assassin's Apprentice. I really didn't like it, but I bought these like beautiful editions, so I'm forcing myself to read them. And then Anne's House of Dreams. So I think L.M. Montgomery and Brandon Sanderson are the only ones with 2 books on this list. This is book 5, so I haven't read book 4 yet. I think that's on my October TBR. But this is in the Anne series. And so, oh, I was trying to keep these in the right order. Okay, so I've got them there. Now I'm gonna try to pull up the BookTube spin video so that I can see which book I'm actually reading. Rick McDonald, that's his name. I was gonna say it was like Mike or Mark or something, so I did, that was terrible. The results.
Hey everybody, Rick here with the results of the BookTube spin number 4. Always fun, number 8.
Okay, number 8. So it means it's not my classics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we are in my favorite authors. And that brings us to When Death Draws Near by Carrie Stewart Parks. I'm super thankful that it's a book that I wanted to read anyway, but I'm kind of sad that it's not a book that like I've just been putting off forever, like anything from that classic stack. But yeah, okay, so that was my first time joining in the BookTube spin. If I do it again, I am going to completely change my stack, or at least like, I'm gonna change things. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'd be tempted to do like a completely classics stack. Can I pick 20 classics? Maybe that's what I'll do next time if I do it again. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you are doing BookTube spin, let me know what book it is that you are reading.